Hello ladies and gentlemen, what's up, what's down, what's all around? If you live in North America, then that would be summer, and you know what that means. Flowers, yay, no I'm joking. I'm talking about more Modern Warfare 3 and more video games. So today I am bringing you an MP7 breakdown video, and I really love this weapon. It's one of my favorite weapons to use, and in my opinion it's also one of the best weapons in the game. But before I go into more about my personal opinion, I'm just going to read off the stats to you. So the MP7 does do a base damage of 35 to 20 in multiplayer. It is unlocked at level 74, which is very high, but it is well worth it, as you will see in this commentary video. It comes with 40 rounds in its clip size, which is the second highest of all SMGs, only bested by the P90. And it has 80 rounds in stock, which is also pretty good. Now the reload time is a bit high at 3 seconds loaded and 3.63 seconds unloaded, which is why I would recommend running sleight of hand, as I do have here. That just basically speeds up your reload time and allows you to pick people off more quickly. The rate of fire is pretty average for an SMG at 895 RPM. That's pretty good though. The recoil is really awesome. It's extremely low and it has a very controllable recoil, as you know, it's basically a vertical recoil, and that's easily controllable. The penetration is rather low for a weapon, but you know, it's SMG, and SMGs normally have low penetration anyways, so that's already pretty good. So now I'm just going to talk about how I normally use the MP7. Now, there are different ways to use the MP7, but I like to use it this way, and that way is basically an intermediate weapon between the SMG and the AR category. And why I use it sort of like an AR is because the fact that, you know, it has a clear iron sights, it's easy to aim with, the recoil is controllable, and so you can really control the MP7 enough to go at a medium range and even at a long range sometimes. And you can see that in this game, in this particular alley, that's sort of a medium range engagement, and you know, I'm still doing pretty well with the MP7 because it's really controllable. It has, you know, all those attributes that allow it to be used as an AR almost. And so that's really how I love to use it, you know, and that's why the MP7 really excels over all the other SMGs. It's because that, you know, it has that versatility, it has that range, and the MP7 allows you to really do things that other assault rifles can't. So yeah, now I'm going to talk about the perks that I use, my class setup, proficiencies, etc. And so talking about the perks first, right now the first perk I'm running, as you can see, is Sleight of Hand. Sleight of Hand is a really useful perk, and it's absolutely awesome in my opinion because it really cuts the reload time down. It allows you to pick people off much faster. It gives you that aiming advantage, and so obviously this is, in my opinion, the only perk that you should be running, and it's also the best perk that you should be running as well. The second perk I'm running right now is Hardline. Now there are many other choices. I'm running Hardline now because I actually did not change this class. I normally run something like Quickdraw because Quickdraw really allows you to aim faster. It gives you that edge as well. But Hardline is alright as well if you're not that confident with your Killstreaks. Now the other choice that you can choose is Assassin. And Assassin is a pretty good perk, I'm not going to say not, but in my opinion, because Call of Duty is a lot about close range engagements, and it's all, you know, it's a lot about that, there's really no point in running Assassin. You don't need to have that sort of those assassin qualities on you because people are going to find you anyways, you know. It's not like we're running around gigantic maps here, you know, most of the maps in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 are extremely small, as you know, Hard Hat is and Dome is, and so there's really not that, you know, Assassin isn't going to help that much, especially in this game. So the last perk that I use is Steady Aim. Now Steady Aim is a pretty good perk because it really allows you to use the MP7 as an SMG more as well. It allows you to spray at that close ranges, you know, and it allows you to sort of have that edge as well. And it contributes to the MP7's versatility. Yeah, like because the MP7 already allows you to go sort of long range with that, you're going to be able to go that short range as well with Steady Aim on. Okay, so let's talk about the class setup now. Right now I'm using MP7 obviously as my primary weapon, and my secondary weapon is the FMG9 Akimbo. Now a lot of people sort of condemn this and say the FMG9s are really OP. They have been nerfed multiple times, and you know what, I'm not using them as a primary, or I'm not sort of beasting around with them, so it's really okay in my opinion. It's not that much of a big deal. Other choices are maybe the MP9. You can run the FMG9 alone as like silenced as well. That's also a pretty good choice. If you're looking at pistols, the 5.7 is always there for you, as well as the revolvers are also there for your picking. Now, in terms of my kill streaks, I am using, first of all, my Predator missile, which is a really awesome kill streak. It always guarantees you a kill. Next, I'm going into the attack Helo, which is also a really good kill streak, and it can pretty much guarantee you at least 2 kills. And last, I'm going into my Reaper, which I am using right now. Another awesome kill streak that guarantees you a few kills, and it's also a really fun kill streak to use as well. You can choose the AC-130 as well, but in my opinion, the Reaper is much more fun to use, and it's much more versatile as well, because you can actually direct your missiles inside buildings even. So yeah, last I'm going to talk about my attachments and proficiencies that I'm running. So I'm running Rapid Fire and Silencer. These are the 2 kill streaks that I only run on this weapon because the Silencer really reduces the muzzle flash on the MP7, which is pretty high, and so it allows you to aim better, you know what I mean. The Rapid Fire really gives it that extra edge because, the MP7 is a SMG and it has low penetration like other SMGs, and so giving it that extra sort of speed is going to be helpful and is going to allow you to kill faster. Now, in terms of proficiencies, I'm obviously running the attachment proficiency because I have 2 attachments. Now, if you're not going to run the suppressor, then you can get something like kick or range. It doesn't really matter, in my opinion, that much. But I would go with the attachment proficiency and with the 2 attachments that I mentioned. You can run other attachments as well. Like you can run Rapid Fire on its own. You can not run the suppressor. You can do that kind of stuff, but I really think this is the best setup that you can have. And the other attachments aren't really good choices since the MP7 already covers most of those other attachments. I mean, extended mags, the MP7 already has a 40 round magazine that's already pretty high, and the right dot sight and ACOG both aren't going to be good options because it has a moderate recoil, and you know what? The RDS nor the ACOG is going to make it easier to aim. It's probably just going to make it harder to aim actually because it has that magnification. And so basically, that's basically the setup that I use with the MW3. You can vary it a bit to your liking and to your own style. That's how I generally like to use this weapon. And so all in all, the MW7 is an awesome weapon. It's great for close range and long range. It's very versatile, and you can use it in many ways. It's a very fast killing machine when used right, and it can win games for you, and it can get a lot of kills up for you as well. And so that's basically the end of my commentary / breakdown video today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day.